You know what Jesus is saying to those of you? If you're saying, Randy, I'm worn out, I'm weary, I'm bone tired. The old timers used to say that, I'm just bone tired. You know what Jesus would say to you if you were saying that today? He would say, come back. Return to me. Let me help you. You're saying, Randy, why would he say that? Why would Jesus' response to me saying I'm weary, why would Jesus' response to me saying when I'm tired, why would his response be to come back? Return. Why would he say that? Because of this fact. The fact is this: poor choices take us away from God's presence and power. Poor choices take us away from God's presence and power. For example, many of us, we've gotten to where you've listened to people standing on this pulpit, and you've listened, and you wake up, and the first thing you do is you start praying. You're like, oh, Jesus, I need you. If you don't help me, I'm sunk. Help me, help me, help me, help me. I've heard you give testimony to that. That's the first thing many of you do during the day. But then you get out of bed, and you start making choices. And whereas you started the day smack dab in the middle of God's presence, you started the day refreshed and renewed by His power, you start making choices, and it starts taking you away further and further and further and further away from God. So by the end of the day, you are exhausted. Why? Because your choices have taken you away from God. We see it in Numbers 14, 41, and 42. Moses says, why are you disobeying the Lord's command? Your plans won't work. Don't go. Underline that phrase, don't go. Don't go. You will be defeated by your enemies because the Lord is not with you. That's what Jesus is saying to many of us today. Don't go. Don't leave my presence. Don't leave my power. Stop making the decisions throughout your day that take you away from Him. You're saying,